I don't know. I've driven through the Panhandle a couple times. It's mighty cool.
Oh,
I
yes.
tell you.
Yes,
Ooh.
that can be unbearable. We don't really count that as part of Texas. That belongs to Oklahoma. That belongs to
Give it back to them.
All right, are we ready?
We're ready.
All right, shape up, Bobbie. All right. Well, John, I looked forward coming to see you. See, I just look at you and I start to giggle because I think of all the funny things that I see you do on television and now in the movies. And I think this character in Splash is just a hoot, an absolute hoot.
Thanks. It was a lot of fun to do.
You like Freddie?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Freddie, though, is not playing with a full deck.
No, he's a couple bricks shy. Alone there.
Was he written precisely that way, John, or did you enlarge upon him?
Well, I embellished it a bit, but it was tailored pretty much that way by Lowell Gans and Bobbie Wygant. They wanted that type of character, you know, kind of off to the side kind of chap.
But that's nothing like John Candy.
Not at all. I don't do that.
No, you're
I don't
really.
even play racquetball.
Was that the
Wouldn't go near a
toughest scene?
court, really. I wouldn't go near a court.
Was that your toughest scene in Splash?
That was one of them, yeah. It was a long day, painful day. That hurt, that ball. You ever played racquetball?
Well, just to get hit in the chest with any kind of a ball would hurt.
Take one off the old noggin there. That's that one shot. Oh.
And
that's
so
smart.
they really did that.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a real ball.
And so you're running around with a big head, I guess.
Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt. Yeah. I went home and took a couple aspirins that day.
So you didn't, though, have to do any of the underwater stuff, huh?
No, I was very fortunate in that respect. I didn't have to do that. I'm not a big swimmer. There's no thrill in that for me, going under there with sharks and barracudas and things. I can see it on a Jacques Cousteau special anytime, you know.
If
Or
they
go see this
had
movie.
said, John, now part of your deal will be,
Then I
you
would
know,
have done it.
would you?
Sure.
Anything for your art?
No, not anything. I still won't go in a real tall building and do a fight scene.
You turned that down?
There was one scene, there was a chance to do a movie in Toronto on top of the CN Tower and kind of hang over the side of it. I said, no, thank you very much. I have a great fear of falling.
Why wouldn't they use a double?
I don't know. That's Canada. Realism, John. We want realism.
Maybe no doubles as big as John Candy?
Maybe so. I don't know. Go get somebody else then.
John, if you were, for whatever reason, to lose lots of weight and get down to, you know, a real...
Jimmy Coco size?
Yeah. Would that
I'd
impact...
love to.
Would that impact on your career, though?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm ever going to get real svelte. If I lose some weight, I think it'd be good for me. It'd probably open up doors for a lot more characters.
Oh, then it would help, huh?
I think so, sure.
Have you ever tried to lose?
Oh, many times. Boy, it's a constant battle. I'm just so foolish with it. You know, every time I do lose the weight, you get real cocky with yourself, and you just go back to your old ways. And you forget all the good things you've been teaching your body and putting it through good things. It just turns bad on you again. Then slowly you start convincing yourself, that evil little guy inside my head, come on, Johnny, come on back. Have another bite. Have another slice of pizza, yeah.
What is your weakness?
Italian food, you know. I love Italian food. I love the pasta. I love the pastas, love the starches.
That
And I'm allergic to a lot of it too, you know, not in a ration anyway, but there's a chemical imbalance in my system, you know. You learn all these things through the various diets. I have allergies to wheat, corn, dairy products, soy, which is in almost everything. So you're kind of narrowing the field down to not much, kind of grazing on alfalfa sprouts and boneless chicken.
That gets pretty dull.
You can get bored with chicken.
John, if somebody...
Chicken Kiev, however, you know,
Oh,
that
yeah.
sauce, you know.
Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. If you were a producer and or a studio head, let's say, you're a studio head, and somebody comes into you and says, "Hey, I got this neat little film, and it's about this guy who falls in love with this mermaid," what would you do or say?
I probably wouldn't do the picture if I was a studio head. That's their mentality. Small pictures, we don't do them here. I thought Disney made some nice choices, and this was one of them. Never Cry Wolf, did you see that picture they did? they're making some good choices, and I think they've got a great, with Touchstone, they've got some good films ahead of them, too. They got a Sam Shepard movie coming up soon, and they're doing a picture in South Africa right now called Baby, dinosaur movie, which will be more Disney-oriented, but they're doing some good quality films here. And I hope I'm going to be working with them, too, writing some films and performing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As a member of the Disney group?
Yeah, I've Touchstone, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. That's what's next on for me, anyway.
So you'll be concentrating more on the writing than being
Writing,
in them?
No, writing for myself.
Oh, your own projects?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. John, if you were going to do Going Berserk again, would you?
No, I don't think I would. It had the possibilities. I mean, you know, I don't know. It was just a lot of things didn't work. It was miscommunication from the get-go of the picture. It just didn't work. It's just I got to look at it as it was an experience. There's a lot of things I wouldn't do there. That's why I think control is very important. I thought I had it and could say, and we had no say whatsoever in that picture, and that was fine. You're just an actor for hire. I just wish they would have said that at the beginning. You know, then I might not have even done the picture. That I couldn't. That was very hard for me. That hurt me a lot.
Did you feel, John, like you were kind of used?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That really hurt me.
Somebody wanted to cash in on your popularity and your name.
Yeah, but didn't want anything else. And it was there. We were offering. They didn't want anything from us, you know. Just wanted the name, really. And I was hurt from that one a lot. That one really set me back.
Did it take you a while to recoup from it? I mean, what'd you do? Just kind of go into hibernation?
Still, even the mention of it, and I just like, wow. I've turned the page, you know, it's over, it's done with. It doesn't hurt as bad as it did, but I didn't think people did that to other people. You know, that goes on, but it sure does. That's why I guess control in pictures is very important. I found that out. Getting real good lawyers and agents is real important. I just didn't understand that side of it. You keep learning in this business. And that's what's good about it, and I guess that bad part has to happen in order for you to move ahead a little bit. And I think it did. That if anything came out of it, I did learn that.
Yeah, now you understand why the Redfords and the Newmans do their own
boy.
things, and the Fondas.
Oh boy, do I ever.
Well, see, John, you're not the only one who's had to learn that lesson the hard way. So if that's any comfort
I guess,
to you.
you know, my story is probably a little wimpy story compared to a lot of them, I'm sure, but nonetheless, they still hurt when they do happen to you.
Sure, because you're an artist and you take a lot of pride in what you do.
Yeah, you know, as people, you know, just individuals, you know, that mistrust, you just don't think would happen, you know.
Well, you got a hit on your hands. I just feel it. I just think Splash is going to be a hit.
I think this one's going to do
funny.
really well. I've had a good feeling about it since we were shooting it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's rare that it happens. You know, on the set, it just had a nice feel to it. Ron ran a real smooth set.
That's great. Well,
And
listen,
Disney was good to everybody.
it's good talking with you, John.
Nice talking with you, Bobbie.
And look forward to your next project.
Thank you.
With Touchstone or wherever.
Okay, we'll see
Good
you
to
again
see you.
soon. Thank you for having me on
Take
the
care.
show.
Very nice interview. Nice. Freddie isn't exactly playing with a full deck, is he? Did you play Freddie exactly as he was written, or did you enlarge upon him? You didn't have any underwater scenes. Would you have taken this movie, this role, if you'd had to do some underwater scenes? Have you ever turned down a film because you didn't want to do a particular thing it called for? Okay. John, if you were to lose a lot of weight, would it impact on your career? So then it might help your career, huh? What is your weakness? If you were going to do Going Berserk again, John, would you? So now you know why the Redfords and the Newmans and the Fondas do their own projects. And now just reactions. All right, thank you.